Ashley here, welcome back to my channel. So today I decided I would do a really fun video that is something I've actually been working on my own for a little bit, but I decided I would share a little bit with you all. And that is a new hobby, I guess, that I'm doing, picked up, whatever. And basically it is journaling. I started doing journaling. So I got the idea for this type of journaling from TikTok, and basically people were journaling movies and TV shows they had watched and like what they thought on them and their ratings for them, and also books they've read, and then the same thing, what the books were about, what they thought of them, so on and so forth. So the more I was thinking about it, I was like, man, that seems so cool. And I thought about doing like a movie or TV journal where I did different shows and movies that I've watched. But the reality is currently I just don't have as much time anymore to just watch movies and TV anymore. I am super busy all the time and end up a lot of times re-watching other things I've already seen because I need to do work. So I got the idea to instead do a journal on something that I absolutely love, which is the show Supernatural. If you've followed my channel for a while, you know I am a huge fan of Supernatural, a really big fan. And so I decided that I would do a journal where I did entries for every single episode of Supernatural. So there are 327 episodes of Supernatural in total, and so I am doing an entry for all 327. Now this project that I'm undertaking is going to be like a year-long thing. I'm not going to get it done really quick. But I've already started on it, and I hadn't made any videos yet because I was just playing around just to see like how it was going to go, but I actually am really happy with how it's turned out. I've only done the first 3 episodes of season 1, but I am definitely really wholeheartedly wanting to work on this and give it my all. So I decided that today I would do a journal with me so you all can watch me do my page for episode 4, which is Phantom Traveler, which is a great episode. I'll show you more of what the journal looks like and everything in a second when we change my setup and everything, but this is the journal. It's really pretty, and it is got this amazing, really cool paper on it, not even kidding. It just makes me think of a hunter's journal a lot, but yeah, I've already started on a lot of the pages. So I'll throw us over to that. So this is my journal, and again, I'm still in love with it, and it really is beautiful. In the front, I just kind of made it look like a hunter's journal, and so I put my name and did a little extra stuff. There's a devil's trap, the middle letter symbol, and then these pages I'm wanting to do table of contents, so they're blank right now. And here is my first official page, which of course is the pilot, episode 1 of season 1. This was kind of a trial run and it looked really cool to me. And then I have Wendigo and Dead in the Water, which was episode 2 and 3. I really love these pages. So here I am getting started with a page. I have to use my phone to hold down the book right now since it's new, but I normally print out my pictures that I'm using. I just look them up online. Normally I'll look up like Supernatural, the episode number, and then aesthetic, and it normally comes out with some really cool pictures. I use Google, and then I also just use Pinterest. So I'm just cutting through each of the pictures, getting them out of the paper, and sometimes I'll cut them a little bit smaller because the pictures print bigger than what I expected, so that way it'll fit in the journal better. I do end up printing a variety of pictures, and I may not use all of them because obviously of sizing and what fits and works in the journal, but it's better to have a variety so that way I can decide what I like and what will work and what won't work, which is always really nice. So now I have all my pictures cut out, and the next goal is to start trying to place them to figure out where I want them on the page. So this will take a little bit of time normally because I'll play around, see which I think looks better where, and then move it around again normally. So it takes some time, but in the end, I normally really like how they end up being. Now I got some washi tape that I am going to put on the tops and bottoms of the page. So I was lining the top and bottom of the page with the washi tape, and I normally save the corners of my page for a page number, so I was going to cut this off, but then I decided I'd rip it for the look of it to look cooler. I did the top similar to the bottom. Of course, I had issues trying to get it even at the top, so I had to fix that and ended up having to put tape on it later, but it was fine. So next I have to start taping my pictures down. I like to do that before I start drawing or writing anything, so that way I know the size of my pages. I have this double-sided tape that I got that works perfectly with these pictures and keeping them on. And I actually got it from my mom because my mom loves to scrapbook, and so I had told her I was wanting to do this journal, and so she was really awesome and gave me a lot of her scrapbooking supplies, so that way I could really have fun and be able to do all of this. So it works really well on the pictures, and my only problem is it always gets stuck to my fingers and I feel like it's peeling all of my fingerprints off, but you know, that's fine. I tend to tape the top, bottom, and both sides because I want to make sure the pictures don't come off accidentally. So that's what I'm doing here. I do this for almost every single picture I do, and then once I get it on, I will make sure to place it exactly how I want it and push it down really hard so that way it doesn't come off. I do the same thing for every single one of my pictures. This takes a little bit of time, of course, but you know, it ends up looking really good, which is all I really care about. But you know, it's a process, but it's also really calming, which is why I enjoy doing it so much. So it ends up being worth it. And now all the pins. So the first thing I start writing is the episode name, which of course this one is Phantom Traveler. I used to try and use a ruler, but now I just freehand it, and it's good enough for me. After that, I start trying to write down the episode number, which this one is Season 1, Episode 4. And once I do that, the other two things that I include at the top of my pages are the original air date for each episode, because I think that's really interesting to keep up when each episode aired, and then my rating. So what I think of the episode out of 10, and I give it a personal rating for what I think of it. I normally will just find the air date on Google. I'll just search it up. It is sometimes hard to find, but normally after some digging you can figure it out. Rating's always the hardest part, and my rating is again based on what I think, and it's, did I enjoy the episode? Was it a good episode to me? All the aspects count into it. Now here comes the hardest part, which is me writing about the episode. This I normally just talk about what happened in the episode sometimes, the big things to note, anything interesting, or things that I really liked about it. It's more of an opinion, I guess, for whenever I want to ever look back and think about each episode. But this normally does take a lot of time for me to just think through what I want to write, what it is I want to say, to remember. I will say that the one thing about journaling I was worried about was my handwriting, because as you can't tell, my handwriting is not the best, but I just realized that this journal is for me, so who cares what my handwriting looks like, so I was just going to do it anyway. I mean, I want it to be, yes, a journal for supernatural, but also kind of like a hunter's journal, so, you know, it kind of works, I think, for the aesthetic, so I just rolled with it anyway. So if your handwriting is what deters you from wanting to do a journal, go for it anyway. It is for you in the end, so just do it for fun. So next I had these sticker packets I had that were more about travel, And so I had these little airplanes that were little stickers, so I decided I'd put them to separate my entry from the rest of everything. So I decided to do it like a path, a travel path, and you know, the plane going through the sky and then making its destination. So that's what you're seeing here. I then drew these little dots to indicate the path, and I actually think this is super cute, so I'm happy with it. So unfortunately you didn't see this because my camera had cut off filming, but I had put Cristo above that picture because in that scene is whenever they use Cristo for the first time to determine a demon. And I'm very sad that that never got brought back, by the way. I am going to vent my frustration for a second, because that was one of the easiest ways to determine if someone was a demon, and they literally never used it again until Jack, way into the future in season 14, I think. So what? It just anyways, for all of the monsters I have been writing what they were above them. So for this one was demon, and I drew 2 little demon eyes right beside it just to indicate what the monster was that week. For the picture that involves Dean screaming on the plane, I decided to talk about the phobia of flying, which is called aerophobia. And so I wrote it down, and I wrote the definition, which is just fear of flying, and indicated that this was the first episode that we ever find out about Dean's fear of flying, which I think was really interesting for them to add to the show anyway, because at this point in time, Dean doesn't show many weaknesses yet, and so seeing something so human about the character so early on just made Dean so much more lovable. So I do appreciate that. I hate that he had to confront his fear this way, but that scene of him screaming on the plane is something that I'll always remember. So one thing I try to add to every single one of my pages in this journal is a quote from the episode, and so there are a lot I could have took from this one, but I did the one between Sam and Dean when they're on the plane, and Dean is stressed beyond belief, and Sam asks Dean, "You're humming Metallica?" And Dean responds, "Calms me down." I just felt like that was just great brotherly banter, and really just really fits the brother dynamic in the show overall, so I just had to add it into here. And so I wrote it down with different colored felt tip pens to indicate who it was that was talking, and after that I ended up doing some musical notes around it, since we were talking about Metallica and Dean humming. And so I just really liked that part of this. I don't know, I thought it was really fun and just, cool overall, because again, I feel like it really shows the brothers' relationship and also how each one of them are in their own individual account. So and with that was the end of this page, so I will do a really cool montage of it now. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that you had a great time watching me do some journal entries. If you would like me to do more videos showing me going along in this journey of making these journal entries, let me know. I'll probably do an update later. There are only 100 and something pages in this journal, so I'm definitely going to have to get another one to finish this up. So if you guys want me to do an update, or when I finish the first journal show you what it looks like, or do another journal with me, let me know in the comments below. this is a different type of video, but I was just kind of in the mood to make this today. If you're not already, please hit that subscribe button down below. I make a ton of fandom content on here, a lot of Supernatural, also do some Harry Potter, and some other fandom that I have some ideas that are currently in the works, so yes, if you have not already, please hit subscribe. I am almost at 300. I think I am currently 1 away from 300 as of filming this video. Hi, Editing Ashley here. I just saw today as I was editing this that I hit 300 subscribers, so thank you all so much. Honestly, I am beyond thankful for every single one of you who has been supporting me and everything with my journey here on YouTube and content creation. I absolutely love it so much, and it's been an awesome enjoyment for me to be able to create things for you all. So thank you again so much. I am so humbled and blessed, so thank you again. But again, if you're not already, hit subscribe. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That way I know that you enjoyed it. If you would like to keep up with me on other social media platforms, check the links in the description below. I have a TikTok, an Instagram, and a Twitter that I all post on. So if you'd like to follow me elsewhere, go check those out. Thank you all so much again for watching. I hope that you all have a great day. Carry on, my wayward people. Bye!